Hello everyone, SuperBricks37 here. In today's video, we're going to be doing another episode of Fake Lego Friday. But before we get started, make sure you guys like the video and subscribe down below for more, as our support is very much appreciated. So now let's get started. And what we're going to be taking a look at today is what's in this big bag. And if you guys remember back in my last Fake Lego Friday haul, we got a ton of castle minifigures and weapons, as well as a bunch of these little Ninjago motorcycles. And for this whole set here, this was two different items listed on Temu, but I believe they were like $5 a piece. So like $5 for all these bikes, $5 for all these minifigures. So in today's video, we're going to do a little bit of a combo, and we're going to take a look at both. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to start with the Ninjago bikes, and then we'll end with the castle minifigures. So I feel like the castle minifigures might end up being a little bit better than these Ninjago bikes. So yeah, let's go ahead and get these poured out. And it looks like some random pieces may have ended up in that bag since it was open during the move. Those don't belong in here. Go ahead and get them out of the way. What we're really looking at is what's in here. So let's go ahead and open up all of these bikes, and we'll get them all built up. I'll go ahead and do the first one on camera, and then I will do the rest of them off camera. This plastic is actually really hard to get open. Okay. So right off the bat, we got a whole hodgepodge of stuff here. Go ahead and make it to where you can see a little bit better. I do see an instruction book. And let's find the one that we're building. I don't think the one that we're building is on here. I think it's supposed to be this one with Nia. But we have a Cole minifigure. So I'm not 100% sure about that, but I think we're going to go ahead and just assume it's this one and build this one. Alright, we got our first motorcycle built, and it is our Cole motorcycle that for some reason has a J hood. And one thing I do really like about this motorcycle is it does have these translucent green wheel pieces, which I think are pretty cool. But one thing I do not like about it is on all these bikes it has you put this 1x2 plate on the bottom, which allows it to stand up a lot easier, but makes it a whole lot harder to roll across the table. I don't know if you can hear it scratching or not, but that plate rubs against the table, so the wheels don't actually make full contact, which is a little bit annoying, but I kind of understand what they were going for. And it also includes the Sword of Fire piece, but in silver, which I think is pretty awesome. So that's pretty much it for the first bike. I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of them built up, and we'll see which ones are the best. Alright, we got them all put together now, and as is a custom with a lot of off-brand Lego, we've got a bunch of extra hands. Every single minifigure came with an extra hand. I don't know why knockoff companies do that, but it's always the case. So let's go ahead and scoot them off to the side. That's the only extra pieces we get too, by the way, is the hands. So as you can see, we've got a bunch of different bikes here. We got 2 Lloyd bikes, 1, 2, 3 Cole bikes, a J bike, a Kai, and a Zane. So pretty decent variety. It's a little weird that there's 3 Coles, but maybe whoever designed these just really likes Cole. But we'll take a look at them one by one. So we've got, first up, this white Cole, and first thing you're going to notice with every single one of these, the swords don't stay in the back. They all fall out just like that. So I'm not going to show that for every single one, but that's pretty consistent across the board. So we have this white Cole bike here, and I actually think it looks really cool. I don't really think of white being one of his colors, but it's actually a really cool looking bike. And he has that like lightning bolt sword from, I believe it was season 3 or season 2 of Ninjago. So pretty cool one there. And all these have translucent colored wheels too, which is pretty nice. Next up, we have this J with fire coming out of the back. Not bad. Some of the face prints on these are pretty wonky. Like you can see the big eyes there. See if I can get his hood off without his head coming off too. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah. Some of the head prints are not the best. That's one of the worst ones, is this J one. But he's got a crossbow, the 2 swords, and yeah, really nice looking bike. I do really like the printing on these bike pieces. The rest of the pieces aren't very great, But the actual motorcycle chassis themselves are actually pretty nice. This Golden Lloyd one is one of my favorites. The minifigure, again, is pretty bad. You can see the big eyes through there. They're kind of smeared a little bit. He's got a claw. But the printing on this one is, again, really nice. I really like this. Next up, we have another Lloyd, just a green Lloyd this time. And he comes with a Sword of Fire. And he's got a blank shield on the back, which they use for Captain America's shield, which is pretty cool. That's a piece that I don't think LEGO actually has ever made that piece in black. So, really nice to get that. There's the other side of the bike. This is one of the weirder ones where it's supposed to be a coal bike, but it has a blue hood for some reason, and a silver Sword of Fire. So, pretty weird one there. And then this is my favorite one, is the Silver Zane one. He's got a silver torso with his white hood, and I actually want to take him off and show off this minifigure. So this is a really nice figure. Nice printing. I really like this torso design for Zane. And he's got just a white hood. But the bike is really nice too. I really like the silver color, the translucent wheels. This is definitely my favorite of this set. And the final two, we have another coal one. This one's in like this maroon red, which looks really nice. It's got a shield on the back, and he's got a spear. And then the final one is this Kai one with the fire coming out of the back. Some nice printing on it. And he's got a scimitar sword, which is pretty cool. So overall, these bikes, they aren't bad, but they're not very good either. I think they're just sitting right in the middle at a 5 out of 10. I do like the printing on the actual bikes. The minifigures are pretty bad. But the actual motorcycles themselves, they're not very bad. So I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. And let's go ahead and move on to some of the castle figures now. Alright, now for what I think is going to be the best part of this video. And it's going to be these castle minifigures. So let's get the bag opened up, and we'll see what we got in here. So it looks like they're set in packages of 2. Yeah, they're in packages of 2, and then all their weapons you got to break out of these plastic things. Kind of like what LEGO does with their keys. So let's go ahead and I guess we'll do this one first. We'll open this one on camera and then we'll open the rest of them off camera. Let's see what we got in here. So far I'm seeing a lot of cool pieces. Some plastic capes. A shield that I'm not sure how it's supposed to connect. Oh, it's got a bar that goes across it. That's a pretty cool piece. It's like the Black Falcon logo, but it's red. So pretty interesting faction. Got the minifigure. Printing on it looks okay. Definitely feels like bad plastic, but overall it looks good. Let's go ahead and get one put together and we'll see how well it holds up. Oh, that's the wrong one. There we go. Got the arms on. Let's get the hands on because always come with their arms and hands separated for some reason. We'll never understand that, but they always come with them separated. Okay, so now we'll pop her head off. We'll stick her cape down on there, which is a plastic cape. Just a hard plastic, no flexibility at all with it. And then she's also got a hairpiece, a ponytail to get put on. And she comes with this dog, and LEGO normally prints on some face details, but this one has no printing on it. So that's her, and I guess we can go ahead and give her the shield as well. Go ahead and give her the shield, and we'll give her a sword too. Why not? Take the sword off. Just pops off pretty easily. The sword actually feels pretty good. It doesn't feel like cheap plastic like the figures do. But overall, it's not a bad setup. Sword, shield, cape. Not a bad figure there. And this guy looks like he's just got some chainmail armor. Oh, I didn't notice that. These figures don't have the 2 pieces in the middle. So you can actually rotate their torso around at the waist. That's pretty cool. I really like that. Can she do that too? Oh, she can do that. She can't do it very well with the cape on, but that is really awesome. I really like that. So I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of these guys built up, and then we'll take a look at them as a whole. Alright, so here's all the figures all built up. We have 6 of the Black Falcons, and then we have 6 of these unmarked Red Knights over here too. Plus 2 dogs. So, all these figures have different heads and different hair pieces, but they all use a combination of the same 2 swords, which are this style here, which is the Gryffindor sword mold. And also this style, which is just the classic castle sword mold. So they all have those two swords. There's one set in gold, and that's it. The accessory is the plastic cape like we looked at before. The legs on all of them do rotate like that, which is really awesome. I really like that. Our chainmail guy looks really cool. You can see this guy's got an angry face. I really like this torso and this legs. I might end up using that torso to make a faction of other knights. So that'll be really awesome. The Black Falcons all have this really awesome shield. Some of them have a black cape, some of them have a red cape. Not really sure why some of them came with a red cape, because I don't think it really matches. But I went ahead and put it on them anyway. But overall, these are some really nice figures, actually. The quality on them is not bad. Some of the faces do look a little weird, but most of them look pretty good. All the parts feel good. The shields are a really nice exclusive piece. The capes are also really nice. And I like how the legs can rotate around as well. So I think I'm going to give these guys a 9 out of 10. A whole lot better than our Ninjago motorcycles. But that's going to be all for this video. So let me know down below in the comments if you like the castle minifigures or the Ninjago bikes better. And if you guys plan on picking either of these up. Thank you all for watching. SuperBricks37, signing off.